Hey everybody, welcome to Mainly Movies. The official trailer for the upcoming A24 film The Lighthouse is finally here. This is Robert Eggers' sophomore directorial outing following up 2015's The Witch. I have sort of mixed feelings on that movie, but I thought it was fantastic from a filmmaking standpoint, so I've really been looking forward to seeing what Eggers was going to do next. I know The Lighthouse is at the top of a lot of people's most anticipated lists this year, so let's check out this trailer. Look at that aspect ratio.
Tell me, what's a timberman want with being a wiki?
Just looking to earn a living, just like any man. Starting new.
On the run.
I like the score.
Keeping secrets, are you?
No, sir.
Why don't you spill your beans? Why don't you spill your beans? Why don't you spill your beans? How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.
Well, it's definitely got me intrigued. I basically knew nothing about this movie before watching this trailer. I knew that Robert Pattinson was in it and that Willem Dafoe was as well, but that was about it. Besides the name indicating that there was going to be a lighthouse of some sort featured, I was assuming. And so I still don't really know what this is about, right? A24 has kind of perfected the art of making an esoteric trailer. Most of their trailers are like this, where you get a sense of kind of the tone more than anything about the plot. I mean, we get the sense that there are these two guys out on an island, Lighthouse, and judging from the accents, I would say New England somewhere, either probably Maine or Mass. But since they mentioned, Willem Dafoe's character mentioned that Robert Pattinson's was a timberman, makes me think Maine. But we'll see, I guess. Maybe we won't see. Maybe they'll never even specify where this lighthouse actually is. But it seems kind of like it's going to be like a psychological thriller sort of story this time around. Especially the ending there with the, how long's it been? 5 weeks or 2 days. It kind of gives me the sense that it's going to be kind of this cabin fever thing, and we get this a couple shots of them kind of choking each other out and them hugging and them hiding underneath a table as water's coming into the lighthouse. And so it seems like it's going to be a very interesting dynamic between these two characters. So I'm definitely interested in terms of what we have so far for the story. And then the presentation itself, right? The fact that this is black and white really gives it that time period sense that this is, I'm guessing, early 1900s, maybe in the 1800s. It kind of has that sound, that look, that feel, the clothes. And so it's interesting that we get that. I believe that this is the first black and white A24 film. I could be wrong. If I am, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what other A24 films have been black and white. But it is pretty unique for them if it isn't their first one. And that aspect ratio, I know a lot of films in the last couple of years have been kind of playing around with aspect ratios, and we've been getting a lot of films kind of in 4:3, but this is definitely more of a square presentation. This looks closer to 1:1, something along those lines, which is really another interesting choice here, going to give us an interesting perspective, especially with this setting on this island with the lighthouse, and then inside the lighthouse it's gonna kind of appear sort of claustrophobic, I think, as a result of this aspect ratio. So it seems really interesting. Again, I don't really know what to expect still. A24 films are kind of notorious for being something different from what their trailers necessarily portrayed, and that can sometimes be pretty disappointing. Other times it can be really exciting, and so it's, who knows? I mean, I don't know if we're gonna end up getting another trailer for this. It didn't say when it was released, or I didn't notice a release date here, but I know it's sometime this year, so probably in the fall, I would assume. We're getting close to fall, so probably October, November, somewhere in that zone. But I'm up for it. I don't know if I'm gonna end up liking the movie itself from the trailer. I'm intrigued, but I have been intrigued for A24 films in the past and been disappointed by them, so I'm curious to see kind of which category this particular film falls into for me. So that's my take on the trailer, but what did you think of it? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Alright, so if you got some enjoyment or insight out of this reaction, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, and if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe while you're at it to see more reactions like this, as well as movie reviews. Till next time, this has been Alyssa with Mainely Movies, the way life should be.